Hey, what's up guys? Soldier knows best there. So Samsung is back with another phone release this year, and this time it's the Galaxy Note, or should I say Galaxy Notes, because for the first time they are releasing two different versions of the Galaxy Note at the same time. So we have the Galaxy Note 10 and the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now let's talk about some of the differences between the two. All right, so first up is the display. So the Note 10 has a 6.3-inch display, which is a little bit smaller than the 6.4-inch display that you get on the Note 9, but the Note 10 Plus does have a 6.8-inch display, so it's the biggest display that they've ever put on a Galaxy Note. And so you can see from the specs that if you want the best and the biggest display out of the two, of course you want to go with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but both of them are going to be great displays, and from what I can see, they both look fantastic. Now in regards to RAM and storage, the Galaxy Note 10 only has one version, and that version comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, but the Note 10 Plus has two different versions, both of those coming with 12 gigabytes of RAM and one of them being 256 gigabytes of storage, and then the other one being 512 gigabytes. Now, interestingly enough, Samsung did not elect to have a 1 terabyte option of the Galaxy Note 10, even though the S10 Plus does have a 1 terabyte option. They didn't do that with this one, so that's pretty interesting why they skipped out on that. But you will find some expandable storage only on the Note 10 Plus because it still has that micro SD card slot. But unfortunately, the Note 10 does not have that anymore. So along with the headphone jack being taken off both of these phones, you're now missing the micro SD card slot on one of them too. So I think that definitely will be a bummer for the Note enthusiasts out there who really want a phone that can just do anything and everything, but now you're kind of restricted depending on which version that you get. Now, when it comes to battery life, the Note 10 has a 3500 milliamp battery and the 10 Plus has a 4300 milliamp battery. Now, Samsung claims that with the optional 45-watt charger, it doesn't come in the box with the phone, but you can buy it separately, and you should be able to get a full day's worth of use out of a 30-minute charge with the Note 10 Plus. So, we don't know exactly what the percentages are going to be with this particular charger, but they're very confident that in just a short amount of time, your charge will be able to get you through the entire day. And of course, when we get our review units, we'll see how that actually is. But I'm happy with the battery life, and something else that I'm happy with is the fact that both of these phones are slimmer and thinner than the previous Galaxy Note 9. So even though you have these bigger displays, Samsung has trimmed down the fat around these phones. And then the Note 10 is the slimmest and thinnest Galaxy Note that they've put out. So you have a phone that is going to be comfortable for people who really don't like big phones. This is really a good time to get a Note because this phone is going to be able to kind of fit comfortably in your hand. Now on the back of these Note 10s, you will not find a fingerprint scanner like you find on the Note 9. Instead, these Note 10s will have that ultrasonic fingerprint scanner that's going to be underneath the display like you find on the Galaxy S10. Now when it comes to measuring the performance boost that you get with these new Galaxy Note 10s versus the Galaxy Note 9, you can expect to see about a 33% improvement with the CPU and 42% with the GPU. All right, so now let's take a little bit of a break from the technical specs and just talk about some of the new features that this phone can do. And so to start with the camera. So on the front, you will find only one single front-facing camera, and that's really interesting because the Galaxy S10 and the S10 Plus had dual front-facing cameras. So I was a little bit interested to see how the portrait mode shots were going to look, and just from my limited time with this camera, I found that the shots look pretty good. I was definitely satisfied with them. And then one new feature with this new Galaxy Note is that it can do portrait mode video. So now you can get that nice creamy blurry background while you're recording video with the front facing or the rear facing cameras. And so the fact that I was indoors with a limited amount of light, I think it turned out well, and so I really can't wait to see how this works outside with plenty of sunlight. And Samsung is also including a zoom in mic as well in this phone, so if you're trying to focus on a particular subject to make sure their voice is clearer and louder, you do now have that option as well. All right, some other tidbits about the camera. I don't know why I keep saying tidbits lately, but anyway, some other things about the camera is that they now have night mode for the front-facing camera, so your selfies at night should look better. And then there is also an AR doodle mode, which will allow you to use the S Pen to draw on somebody's face while you have the camera pointed at them. And now whatever you draw will kind of be stuck on their face and will follow them around. So it was kind of cool to do this with my little camouflage for my soldier days. But also there's a 3D scanner that will allow you to scan objects, and I wasn't able to test that out, but it's in the phone. And then also once you get done taking your photos and your videos, you can now use the S Pen in the video editor app. So now you can use that to kind of edit and cut and clip your videos and stuff like that. Then also, if you want even more control, the Adobe Rush app is also compatible with the S Pen. Now, since we're already talking about the S Pen, let's talk about some new things with that. So one of the new things is that it can convert your handwriting that you use with the pen into text. So even if you have bad handwriting, it should be able to convert that over to text, and now you can export that in Microsoft Word or in a PDF. So they've worked with I think over 100,000 different samples of handwriting to try to make sure that this can nail it down. So I'm really going to put that to the test with my horrible handwriting, but we'll see how that works. Now, this S Pen also has some new air actions that you can do. So say you want to place the phone up against a wall or even on a tripod and you're trying to take a big group picture, you can not only just initiate that photo capture with the S Pen by pressing the button, but you can also press and hold on that button to be able to swipe left and right between the different camera modes, or you can swipe up and down to swap between the front facing and the rear facing camera. And you can also do like a little kind of a circle move with the S Pen, and that will zoom in and out. Something else that Samsung is trying to do with these new notes is make their connection with your computer more seamless and also more robust. So one of the things that they're doing is that the link to Windows option is going to be available in the quick panel. So this will allow you with just one tap to be able to connect to your Windows 10 PC and be able to kind of sync over your messages and notifications and different things like that between the two devices. Then with Samsung DeX, which if you don't know is like a mini operating system that lives on the Galaxy Note, so you can plug it into a TV or a monitor and have like a desktop or laptop type experience with it. But now it's becoming easier to use because you can now plug in your new Galaxy Note 10 or 10 Plus via a compatible USB A, B, or C connection to your PC or your Mac, and then now it would run Samsung DeX as an app. So that makes it a lot more flexible, so you don't have to find like a particular TV or monitor. Now you can just plug it in to somebody's laptop and maybe run one of your presentations or something else off of that. And then for my gamers out there, they have this new thing called Play Galaxy Link, which will allow you to be able to play your PC games on your Galaxy Note, and this will work on Wi-Fi and also cellular. So I'm thinking that you can be able to kind of have this connection between your two devices and be able to play your PC games no matter where you are. So that's something that I can't wait to see how that works, but that's something that's going to be cool, especially for people who like to game on the go. And there are some other features that may be minor, but definitely are useful. So you still have that wireless power shut feature, so you can place a phone or anything else that can wirelessly charge on the back of the phone. You also have a built-in screen recorder that can also record your face using the front-facing camera, so you can have your little head in a bubble while you're recording the screen. And it also has Wi-Fi 6. It has an AI game booster and also the world's slimmest vapor chamber. So when you're gaming with this phone, is going to be able to remain cool. So it has a bunch of little things that really make this phone continue its reign as, for what I can see, as the best phone for productivity, creativity, and just consuming media. And it's really in a class of its own because this phone can really do everything. But I know you're really interested to hear the price of these new Galaxy Notes, so let me go ahead and talk about that right now. So the price for the Galaxy Note 10 will start at $950, and the Galaxy Note 10 Plus will start at $1,100. And Samsung will have a bunch of different deals and things like that for people who pre-order, including, Samsung credit that you can use in the store to buy other things. So it may benefit you to pre-order if you're really interested in this phone. But the phone will go up for pre-orders on August the 8th, and then it'll be officially for sale on August the 23rd. Now, as far as color options, they have their new Aura lineup of colors. So they have their Aura Glow, which is going to kind of change colors depending on how the light hits the back of the phone. It looks really nice in person. And also they have white, they also have black, and also they have an Aura Blue color that's going to be specifically only for people who buy the phone at Best Buy and also at Samsung.com. And so before I get out of here, just my first impressions of the phone for me. I really like it. It's a great looking phone. It feels fantastic in the hand, especially since they trimmed off that fat and just made it slimmer and thinner. But I can definitely see why some people may be put off of it, more specifically people who have been longtime Note users, because you are missing that micro SD card slot, at least on the Note 10, and you have to pay more to get that particular type of feature. And also the headphone jack is gone. So with the price hike, I can see people like, I don't know. But I do see people that if you really know that you're looking for a phone that can do anything and everything, this is, again, it's one of the phones that it doesn't really have that much competition in this particular type of category. So the price and the feature set is going to be something that's going to be dependent on you. But what I do know is that I'm excited to get more hands-on time with this phone to really see how everything pans out. But until then, make sure you do subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me on all my different social media networks. Those links are going to be down below. And I'll keep you updated on this phone and other things in the world of tech. And also leave your comment down below and let me know what you think about these new Galaxy Notes. But like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.